Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
What's going on, guys? Today we're going to chat about the meta. Is the meta in a good spot now? Is it not? So I don't know where to start this. I guess we can just go into a battle for ships. This is the biggest problem right now in the game with the ship meta. And I know the negotiators in the game, well, I guess you could say somewhat in the game now. It's farmable, but it's going to take a few months for you guys to unlock it. But in the meantime, it would be cool to see a somewhat free-to-play ship get introduced in the game. I just would like, some, swap in the meta for the ships. I don't know how they could do that. This game's all about making that money, that good money, and they gotta make it somewhat spendable for the whales. But this is, I hate this meta, guys. And every single time I do my climbs, I use this counter team. It's not the best, I know, but I can get the job done most of the time. Versus some of these Biston teams, I just lose, like you guys are seeing now. But for the most part, this shit meta sucks. Akbar and Falcon, I love the Falcon in Star Wars. In this game, I absolutely hate it. It's my least favorite ship in the game, I think. I just don't like it at all. But if you guys want to chat about Squad Arena, I think this is a little bit better. I don't like it still. I think there's a lot more that can be added to make it a little bit better. If you guys do want to see the ranks for like the top 50, let's see. There's from rank 2 all the way to rank 17, and then we have like one other Padme, and then we got a Jedi Revan here in 22. We have somebody using Grievous, pretty cool. I respect that guy, but literally everybody else is using Darth Revan. And that's a problem, I think. Problem is not too much Darth Revan, it's more Malak. Malak has been breaking the game ever since he was introduced. With that first, nerf that they did to the EP, and then making Malak even stronger with the TM gain from the other Sith allies, that really screwed over the meta. I think if we would have kept Malak as he was introduced the first time, and not, tweaking it so it like nerfed EP hardcore, that would have been a little bit cooler of a meta to see. And then adding in Padme into the mix later on would be really awesome as well. Now it's just really mainly on Darth Revan and Malak. I guess you could say Gear 13 really plays a big role in here, because if you don't have Gear 13, it's going to be really hard to win some of these in like a mirror match. There are some you can pull off in a mirror match, including, the Yoda or the Thrawn, and trying to beat that, but even then it's going to be really tough, and it just comes down to Gear 13. Gear 13 Grievous is another one. I don't think that team in particular helps out the diversity of the meta. That is a really, you have to have specific mods, specific turn orders in that team, and a lot of extra Zetas, in my opinion anyways. You need like 3, I think. You need 2 on T3, you need 1 on Grievous to make it work, and that's just a lot of Zetas for, especially T3. I don't think it's that many Zetas, but I think the Zetas on T3, people aren't going to be wanting to spend those Zetas on T3 to make a counter for this to work. So I don't like Grievous in the meta like right now. The only really big part of this meta is Darth Revan. I guess I could be showing you guys a battle here. Let's just do my Padme battle. This is really all I like to use in Arena now. I could mod my Darth Revan team with Yoda to make that counter work, but that's just too much extra modding, and I'm not going to go through that pain and agony of trying to remod my roster. I already have to do a bunch of remodding as is, so I don't want to go through that pain. So yeah, I think the meta for ships is straight up dog shit. Very garbage. I hate it right now. If you guys think you like it, you are brainwashed by CG itself. That is such a bad meta right now, and I'm pretty sure everybody else agrees with me. So yeah, that meta sucks completely. This meta right now is pretty bad as well in the character arena. I don't like Malak at all. I don't know, I'm not sure if they want to keep cycling back from a light side arena to a dark side. Like right now it's Darth Revan, and it used to be Jedi Revan. Sorry, I'm talking a lot and I'm kind of stumbling over my words, but I have a lot to say about this. So I don't know if they're gonna, go from the Jedi Revan to Darth Revan and then to a Padme for being light side, because now we have a Grievous team that can really hang in with everybody else. So I don't know the future of this meta. I don't know the future of the game for the meta. if I were to guess, I would guess Padme and Grievous would really just stomp out Darth Revan Malak's. But Gear 13 really makes some of these other teams hang around for a lot longer, guys. I just really wish that they could go back to how meta was a year or two ago without Jedi Revan. Even with Traya, I didn't mind that meta. There were still other counters to that meta, and one of my favorites was the Titans. I guess you could say that, the Titans meta, where you just bring in like Rex, Thrawn, and some of the other guys like Wampa, Nest, and like Talzin even at that, and that just was. The reason I like that so much is because you're not taking like faction-specific tunes in and trying to beat these guys, the meta. You're taking a ragtag team of different strong, I mean they're not weak, they're strong characters in, and you're beating some of these top-end meta teams, and I just wish we could go back to a time like that. There isn't much theory crafting that you can do nowadays to beat top-end Malaks like this. You could say that Grievous is kind of a theory craft, but that's been around for a while now. There isn't really much theory craft you can do now with trying to beat the meta as is. It's just, I wish we could just change that a little bit. If we can get a team that doesn't need, just a huge faction-specific team to go in and beat another team, that would be my favorite. I don't know if they could accomplish that as CG, but if they could, that'd be amazing. So let's go over to those old battles in the old meta. Alright, so this is an older team. Of course, you guys probably might know this. This is the Thrawn, like the Titans team: Thrawn, Nihilus, Rex, Wampa, Nest. This was a really good team in the old days, guys. I loved this team with, like, you didn't need specific, synergies with the whole faction and the team itself. The team we're fighting is a bunch of Sith and Empire, being Thrawn. This was around the time of Traya, and honestly, I just wish we could see more of this. I don't know if they want to go this route again, because I guess at this stage of the game, we had a lot of just different tunes from different factions that were just really good. Like, we had a really good Thrawn from Empire, we had a really good Nihilus from the Sith, clones, we had Rex. Great leadership, by the way. And this one, I didn't want to show all of the other one because I want to go more and talk about this one as well. This one is against the Jedi Revan meta, and this meta was kind of hard for me to stay relevant in and get as much crystals as I can for my payout. I did have Traya, and I still had Thrawn and all these other Siths. But, I mean, it just kind of goes to show you, as soon as Jedi Revan came into the game, guys, the meta changed drastically. There wasn't much difference, or you couldn't really, get around using just a mix of characters to win some of these, and that's really what I miss about this game. And that's really what got me hooked on this game as well. You didn't need to just go full-on Jedi, you didn't need to go full-on Sith. You could just kind of pick and choose who you want to use. I do love Jedi though, so I was, more than happy to work on those. I'm not a Sith fan, so I don't love Sith too much. Everybody's different though in this game, so I just think that if we can get more metas that aren't just, whole, like, one-sided like how it is now, with you either have Malak and Darth Revan or you don't, and you're going to be struggling getting the top payout. I still struggle every day getting my top payout using Padme as a counter. That's not every battle I'm guaranteed to win. It is pretty much a soft counter. There isn't too much hard counters to a Darth Revan Malak team besides another Darth Revan Malak, depending on if you have good speeds or not. And another point is the speeds and the mods. Mods are a huge part of this game. I guess you could say you could kind of pull off more wins without high tier mods, like on the Darth Revan Malak team, but you're still going to be at a loss. If you're fighting anybody else that has super fast mods, it's going to be really tough to, hang around. And there's just really no metas around that you needed slow mods. I guess you could say the Rex meta, with like Rex getting all the extra TM from the crits, could work a little bit with slower mods, but really it's all come down to really good mods. And there's not really too many quick methods and good methods of getting those good mods. You're just kind of down to the RNG. I did a video on that a little bit ago about RNG in this game and how it comes in the mods and the battles. So really, I just would like to see some more old metas kind of like this, or just, mixing in different teams that can actually beat the meta, and we don't have that right now. And I love doing theory crafting, I just can't do it because there's not anything to theory craft about. You can't theory craft too much versus your Darth Revan Malak teams. You can try, but for like a normal person like me playing the game, you don't want to go out of your way to try new things that you don't know that'll work or not, and you just want to play it safe, using what does work. So I have, had some success with like one 3Craft video, or with one team rather, using Root Alpha as the 5th in that Padme team, but it just doesn't seem to cut it, guys. Malak is just too strong, and it doesn't work at all. And I wish we could see more, 3Crafted out there. It's just hard to do it right now in this game. And I just really wish they could turn it around. I know, I think it was today, or sometime in recent events, we lost CG Carry. She got either fired or she left for a new job. There's reasons unknown. We don't know about it, but it could mean that this game is going, it's going to go in a positive way, or it can go negative. I don't know too much in the details on what happened between CG and CG Carry. I just know that if we're losing somebody that was really impactful for the community, and that was really a good like person to see on things about the game and how the thing's going. I know the Escape podcast did a whole podcast with her. I think it's going to be kind of bad in a sense that we don't know what's going to be happening in the future. We're losing somebody like her, and I just wish that we are in a spot in the game that we know the game's going to be thriving, but I can't say this game's going to be thriving for all the player base. I think now with the release of GOTB and the new GA championships, this game is favoring the whales immensely. I have been losing GAs because I don't have enough roster, I don't have enough GP to hang out with these guys. I do have good mods, I do have good Zetas and Gear 12/13s, but I lose because they have more developed rosters than I do. And that's why I don't like the GA matchmaking. That could be for another video though. I just want to go over this video on the metas, and I wish that they could change the metas a little bit. I just really find these metas to be boring. I could kind of, manage the squad arena meta with Darth Revan Malaks and using my Padme team to counter it, but there's got to be some more diversity in the ships. There's got to be either new ships that are coming, or more capital ships. I think we could see some more just normal ships added that can be more free-to-play friendly, added to some of the stores, kind of like a Brood Alpha, kind of like a crew, that can, bolster a faction up or just make it a lot easier to win some of these. But for now, in the ship meta, it's all dominant by Akbar and the Falcon. So, all in all, I think that this game still is fun. I just wish that they could change some of the metas around. I don't want to be seeing Malak for, any more than, 2 to 3 more months. And if we do, I'm going to be very upset, and I just am going to be kind of bummed out. I think with, more releases on the Clone Wars content, more, potential GRs for the Padme team, that'd be awesome to see. We're only missing one really good 5th for that team to be really good, and possibly meta dominant, I don't know. We are really close to a really good meta as well for the Separatists and the Droids and Grievous. I think Wat Tambor will probably be that 5th. If not him, we'll probably be having him and some new droid be the meta with the Grievous team. We'll have to see though, guys. I think this game has a lot of potential for, it to spread around and not just the whales being favored, but, free to play as well. It's always kind of been that way for the whales being, favored though. I know it's kind of hard for me to say that the free to play do have a chance. I think, now with the whole release of Gear 13 and GOTB, all these new things added in the last few months, it's really hard for me to say that the free to play is going to be able to hang around for much longer. I think they're dying off pretty quickly. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that the meta is not very good, in a really good position right now. I would like to see it change soon. I'm not sure how soon is a good time for that, but soon. TM, I don't know. Hopefully we don't see any surprise mechanics in the future with how stuff rolls out. That's it for today, guys. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, make sure you give it a like, share with others, and sub for more type of content today. We do have a Discord link and a Patreon link. Go check out those two, guys. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. Be safe out there. I'll see you later.